So it is January 19th, 2022, 5 minutes after 2 p.m. I can. It was inevitable that I had to say the number 2 after the year 2022 at 2 p.m. 5 minutes after 2. So isn't that I just had a rhyming issue? How they say that people who tend to try to where they tend to rhyme a lot is considered like a symptom of a mental health disorder. It's supposed to be a hallmark symptom. Those who supposedly do that. But it was inevitable. It just happened to be after 2. I couldn't help it. Brown rice milk powder and lemonade. So I haven't added the brown rice milk powder to it yet. I'm not sure if it was when I added the pineapple one day that it deactivated all the flavor when I had tried it with the brown rice milk powder, I think.
Mom.
I'm just going to try it with just the brown rice milk powder and the lemonade. Just gotta open this up. Jeez, Bridget, I'm recording. Yeah, recording. Okay. So. Put about a tablespoon worth in there. That's about a tablespoon. A little bit more. There's about a tablespoon worth. Careful with those shoes when you fling your feet up like that. I just made this drink. Good thing I was paying attention to it. I'm hoping that will reduce some of the. I know that lemons are more alkaline than they may taste, where people may assume that they're acidic, but they're actually similar to apples being alkaline, but more of the illusory part. It would lean more towards illusory, where people would actually consider it, as acidic, but it's actually alkaline. Yeah, I want to know if I can reduce the acidity even more by adding the brown rice milk powder. I don't know if it will, because I think that may be illusory too, where it may actually make it more acidic. I don't know, because it depends. I used to mix blueberry juice with carton-based, already made brown rice milk that was already prepared and sold at the store. And I noticed that it did reduce the acidity then, with the blueberry juice, for instance. It helped reduce my anxiety as well. So, not sure exactly the science of this one particular brown rice milk powder versus the carton variety I used to buy at the store. But this one, Bridget, stop flinging your feet up. No, you're not sorry. This one has the brown, hold on. Bran oils reintroduced in it, or it still contains all the essential protein, bran oils, vitamins, fiber, carbohydrates. It's probably processed in a special way. So it may be a little bit different than the carton-based varieties when it comes to the acidity, and because it's a carbohydrate, and carbohydrates do become acidic sometimes. So far, so good. It's nice. It's nice with the brown rice milk powder. It's good. Makes it, how would I say? Well, it neutralizes it a bit, you know? It's more like a lemon flavored non-dairy milk. It's a little bit creamy. Then it's not thin where oh yeah, here. It does taste less acidic now, or less sour. It tastes less sour. I'd say that if you were to, let's say, analogously map it or draw it out based on a scale of, let's say, 1 to 10 on how sour it was, or how you would be able to determine that, like, distinguish its sourness. 10 being very contrasting versus determining it based off of, you know, let's say 10 is, you would be able to you would be able to say it's like the level of sour is Mount Everest to where if it was just water, and where the water would be the base of the mountain. That'd be the 10, all right? In determining the contrast of, you know, the base of Mount Everest versus the peak, where it's most sour, in determining it, the difference of where water is not sour at all. So, when you add the brown rice milk powder, I'd say it brings it up to 75% contrast. We still taste the sourness of the lemon, but if you were to draw it out, it would be like 25% below the peak of Mount Everest. If Mount Everest, the peak was, Mount Everest was analogous to the scale of 10, the value 10, in comparison to how sour the usual lemonade would be without the brown rice milk powder. But with the brown rice milk powder, it gets subtracted from the peak 25%. That's the way I would describe it. It's beautiful. I was thinking B vitamins being added to what there's already, like, probably vitamin B6 in lemons, just like mandarin oranges, or in oranges, citrus. That it just happens to have vitamin B6 in there. And so when I added the B complex B vitamins from that exist in brown rice by nature, there's more of a variety of different types of B vitamins, like vitamin B3, vitamin B1, I'm not sure about the others. I don't know if there is any others. I don't know. I'm not like, I haven't really studied brown rice too much, but I know that there's a complex in there. B12, probably like 0.0001% or something like that. Less than a microdose of, let's say, yeah. Where a microdose is like 0.0001 of, let's say, a milligram or something like that. I think there's 2 zeros preceding after the decimal point. I'd have to look that up. Anyways, B12 is usually, if let's say, is usually derived from the soil. You can find it on mushrooms sometimes, but usually you're supposed to kind of like wipe off. If let's say the mushrooms were grown wild on a tree somewhere, or if usually the ones you buy in the store are grown indoors with coffee grounds as the compost. They usually, and then they inoculate it with spores, and then spritz it with a like some type of bottle of water to keep the humidity going. Anyways, yeah, so this just like when I add the brown rice milk powder to the mandarin orange drink that I make, that I know mandarin oranges have more vitamin B6 than the lemons or a lemon that I would juice for lemonade. I only use 1 large lemon usually, whereas with the mandarin oranges I use about 4. Even 1 mandarin orange has more vitamin B6 probably than 1 large lemon. But when you add the brown rice milk powder, obviously it adds more B vitamins and, you know, balances it out a bit. And that's where I was saying that it tastes beautiful, because the B vitamins. There's also proteins in here, amino acids. However, brown rice is not a complete protein. I think there's 14 essential amino acids required or recommended daily throughout various combinations of other ingredients and meals, of you know, mixtures of proteins from other sources of other ingredients, obviously. But on its own as an ingredient, it's not a complete protein. It doesn't have all 14 essential amino acids.